know, you touched on it there briefly, and I appreciate you there. You know, in the sense of understanding that you do have to narrow your focus and figure out what you're truly passionate about and how to best use your platform. For some people, it's their voice. Yo, I'm so thankful that God gave me the ability to articulate and to be able to express myself in ways that aren't as destructive as things can be and things can get if you don't know how to.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, so it's one of those things where identifying what you're truly passionate about. And for me, that's always been education. Right, to where now we're trying to put together a charity golf tournament to be able to send kids from high school to college, you know, and I think that's important in my community. But there's some more surface level things like just being able to do basic one-on-one mentorship, and each one teach one, and finding the kid to be able to support throughout their journey. You know, so it's so many ways to be able to impact our community, whether it be from a leadership standpoint or the Black community. You have to be specific about how you want to affect change. You know, once again, it's education, leadership, and youth sports for us, and primarily education. That's the most important part. But as we transition into becoming a community development program, we recognize that there's things like economic development that need to be touched on, real estate development, being a part of master planning in the community, making sure you're a part of what they call gentrification, you know, and not sitting on the outside of it, you know, wishing you had, you know, taking advantage of some of the equity and ownership that we should have in the communities in our neighborhoods. Man, you know, I just think that for guys, you know, being one step out of the NFL, I'll see how hard it is just managing your time and being able to focus a little bit on the community, because, you know, a lot of the things that the guys are exposed to is for the first time in their lives and their families' lives and their families' lives, in the sense of now they're the richest person in their community. You know, they're experiencing things at a fast pace. And sometimes serving gets put on the back burner. I'd encourage guys to get started sooner than later, you know, because now I look up, we're 8 years, almost 10 years in, you know, since starting the JT Thomas Foundation. I'm super proud of that, man. I really thank my mom. She helped me co-found it. And I really thank my wife and everyone in my family, you know, my grandmother, my grandparents. It's a family. It becomes a family thing. And that kind of inspiration and affection is like kind of spreads. You hope to see other guys in the league do it. You have to see other business owners do it. You know, it ain't just guys in the league who I'm trying to impact. It's anyone who's looking to improve themselves. You know, sometimes athletes, sometimes the CEO, sometimes it's head coaches, you know. But being able to help people and things improve, man, is what's important to me outside of, you know, education.